Hello everyone, welcome to Stats24 video predictions. We have 8 predictions for Friday, Saturday and Sunday. And the first game is from the den in Eastern London between Millwall and Luton. Both sides they are on the playoff spots at the moment, and it will be the first time ever they can promote to the Premier League if they end in the playoff spots and winning the rest of the matches from there. Luton, they are among the best home sides in the league, while Luton they are among actually number 3 best away side in the championship. So I think it will be a very tight goal, but I also see some goals in this match, because at the first eye catch on this match between Millwall and Luton, I see goals, and normally if you also compare their recent head-to-heads, their last 2 matches have ended 2-2. But of course, I know why the bookies have offered a higher odds on the goal markets, and the reason is that Luton have only conceded once in the last 5 matches, while Millwall they are also playing many low-scoring games. But if we see an early goal in this match, it could easily open up for the game. We had to remember it's a London derby, so I think Luton will bring a lot of fans into this match too. And again, if we see an early goal, we can see more goals. I think that if you compare the odds with the rest of the matches this weekend in the championship, the offered odds on the goal markets are too high. The example of if both teams score in this match is 2.15. If we see over 2.0 goals, the Asian goal market is 2.0, and if you see over 3.5 goals in this match, it's actually 5.0. So my prediction in this match is that both teams will score. But again, if you want to go with a higher odds, I think it's worth the money backing over 3.5 goals at 5.0. Charlton really enjoying playing football at the moment. 6 goals against Shrewsbury here, and also many goals in the recent matches. But I think it's too late for Charlton for reaching the playoff spots, because with only 7 matches left of the League One season, they are still 12 points behind the promotion spots. Bristol Rovers there was also in good form before their last 2 matches, where they lost by 2-0 in both, but they are still in a good distance from the relegation spots. They are sitting 10 points above the relegation spots, so I don't think that they will end near the relegation spots. So I actually think this match between Bristol and Charlton will be an open match with many goals. Also, if you compare the average goals this season, Bristol Rovers have an average per game 3 goals per game in average, while Charlton they had 2.8 goals in average per game this season. So I predict an open match at the Memorial Stadium and backing over 2.5 goals. The third prediction is this week is from the National League between Halifax and Wrexham. It's always worth backing Wrexham to win their games with 2 or more goals if the odds are above 2.0. They have already scored 105 goals in only 40 matches, and they are coming into this match after scoring 8 goals in the last 2 matches. They are still the league leaders, and with a game in hand, they have a good opportunity to promote back to the English football. Ryan Reynolds, he is the owner at the club, and actually they are doing a fantastic things this season. They had a great journey in the FA Cup, and they lost against Sheffield United, but showed against a team like Sheffield United that they can play at a higher level. So of course they belong to at least League 2 or League 1. As I said, there's only 6 matches left, and Wrexham they have 1 game in their hand. Notts County they have also 100 points. They have 97 points, and Wrexham have 100 points. So with a game in hand and against a team like Halifax from the bottom of the league, it's a huge opportunity for Wrexham to finally make the gap between them and Notts County bigger. So my prediction in this match is that Wrexham can cover the Asian handicap line -1.5. I really don't know what happens to Inter at the moment, but they are very weak at the moment. They have only 1 point from the last 5 Serie A matches, and they could actually drop outside the top 4 if they also lose against Salernitana. They have only scored once in the last 4 games, and most of the games have been against weaker opponents like Salernitana. They are coming into this after a 1-0 defeat at home to Fiorentina, and it's clear to see that Inter doesn't have the same confidence as they did earlier in the season, and it's very important for Inter to get the confidence and boost the morale and come into this and get the 3 points. But there's one thing about this match, because for the first Salernitana, they are 9 points clear from the relegation spots, so they are in good confidence. And also, if you look at the offered odds on Inter for this game, it's only 1.45, and it's too low, after Inter only have 1 point from their last 5 games. But they concede goals, Inter, that's sure. But again, they also have some of the best strikers in the league, like Martinez, Lukaku, Correa. So they can easily score against any team. I think it's make best sense in this match on Friday, backing that both teams will score. The first game on Saturday is from North London between Spurs and Brighton. I really don't know why the bookmakers love Brighton that much, because in almost all of their matches, the odds is on Brighton's favor. But as I have mentioned many times, Brighton, they are not City or United or Liverpool or Chelsea. They are still Brighton. They are having perfect season this year. But if you look in the last 20 matches, it has been you can only see the Arsenal and Liverpool. They have met them twice. So 4 games out of the 20 matches was against Arsenal and Liverpool. So I think it's easy to play perfect against lower ranked teams from the bottom of the league and score many goals. But I can really not understand why and how the odds are very equal between Tottenham and Brighton in this match. We all know that Spurs, they are not in their best shape at the moment, but when they play at home at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and if they get the crowd with them, they can beat any team in the league. A few months ago, they also beat teams like Chelsea, Manchester City, but I agree that they have been weak in the last weeks. But if you look, it had been their last 2 matches have been away against Southampton, but also against Everton. So finally, they are back at home, and I think they can win against Brighton. If you compare the teams, of course, Spurs have the better players, but the Brighton players are in better shape. But again, there must be a higher quality difference between the Tottenham players and Brighton players. So also, if they offer odds like this, the 2.6 on Tottenham to win, it's clear for me to say that you should put your money on Tottenham victory. I really thought that Chelsea was finally back after beating Dortmund and many other teams in the Premier League, but I must admit that Chelsea aren't better. They just sacked the manager. I don't know what kind of manager who can get Chelsea back on track, but if you look at the squad they have, they should be in top 5 minimum. They're coming into this game after losing against Aston Villa at home 2-0, but if you look at the highlights from that game, Chelsea, and also if you look at the expected goals, Chelsea should have scored at least 2 goals. They hit the post many times, and many of their chances was just saved from the goal line. So I think that Aston Villa was a bit lucky, but that has been Chelsea's biggest issue this season. They are creating many chances, but they cannot find the net, and that's a big issue if you want to end in top 4. But they are not good at the moment. So I think they are coming into this match with confidence at the lowest. But you can say the same against the same with Wolverhampton, because their form is up and down going. So I don't know who will win this match between Wolverhampton and Chelsea, but it's easy to me to say that both teams can score in a game like this, because Chelsea, they are conceding many easy goals. They don't have the confidence, and Wolverhampton at Molineux, they used to score goals. So against a team like Chelsea, who don't have any manager with the confidence at the lowest, they can score, they can create chances and maybe score once or twice. So if Chelsea can score on the chances they create, and with the home advantage that Wolverhampton have, I think that both teams to score can happen. The first prediction on Sunday is from the Turkish Super League between Beşiktaş and Giresunspor. I saw the match, Beşiktaş last match against Fenerbahce last time on Sunday. They was down with 1 goal in the second half, and there was only 10 men on the field, but they still managed to come back into the game and won the game by 4-2. So they really teach Fenerbahce how to play football. They was amazing, fantastic in this match with 10 men, and they could have scored more goals. Especially striker Abu Bakar, he was very dangerous in all positions he get, but also the former Premier League player Nathan Redmond. He made 2 assists and was the best player on the pitch against Fenerbahce. Giresunspor, they are coming into this match with 3 draws in a row against lower ranked teams. So I don't know how they can stop a team like Beşiktaş, who are coming into this match with very, very high confidence after beating Fenerbahce 2-4. Giresunspor, they are at the bottom of the league. They are a few points above the relegation spots, and I don't think that they can stop Beşiktaş from winning this match with 2 or more goals, because the quality difference is huge. Beşiktaş, they have won their last 4 matches in a row, and the confidence are at the top. So if Beşiktaş build on the momentum from the Fenerbahce game and find an early goal in the match, I'm very confident that this game could end 3 or 4-0 to Beşiktaş. So the prediction is backing Beşiktaş to cover the Asian handicap line -1.5. The last prediction in this video is from La Liga between Real Vallecano and Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid, they really look strong at the moment. They have momentum and confidence, and they are coming into this game with 4 wins in a row and a draw against Real Madrid. Vallecano, they are also in a good form, but all their opponents have been from the middle or the lower end of the table. So it will be the first time Vallecano will face such a strong team like Atletico Madrid. I'm very sure about if Atletico Madrid start the season in the same way as they are in now, they would battle for the title with FC Barcelona. But to battle for the title with Barcelona, I think it's too late for Madrid to do that. But they are in the race for the second place with Real Madrid, and if they continue as they did in the last many matches, I'm sure that Atletico Madrid could end the season as number 2. They are very disciplined side, and the stability is very high at Atletico Madrid. Just like for many years ago, Atletico Madrid was famous for the high stability and the high discipline line at the players. They are not conceded many goals, they are not giving away many silly chances. All the players know exactly how to be on the pitch, and they don't make any silly movements or giving away stupid balls or positions to the opponents. I think the current offered odds for Atletico Madrid to win the match is very high, and I'm very sure about that the odds on Atletico Madrid will drop before kickoff. So my prediction is Atletico Madrid to win the game, and the odds at the moment is 2.0. So I think the value will be there until it drops down to 1.85. So be quick and bet on Atletico Madrid to win